Hello everybody, Psy here with another StarCraft 2 game. It is going to be a Zerg versus Zerg this time on Antigua Shipyard. It is Friday, 2 days before Christmas, or whatever holiday you celebrate. That doesn't make sense though because other holidays aren't on the 25th, so yeah, whatever. In the bottom we have vilePsY as the blue Zerg, that would be me. In the left we have the red Zerg Broski. I played this guy before, and he's got a tendency to do like really ridiculous all-in type strategies, so I was kind of prepared for that, and you're going to see a lot of that in this game. It's actually a really insane game, not like any other ZVZ you've ever seen, so I urge you to look forward to this game. I urge you to stick around for this game and see what's going on, and already we're seeing something from Broski. It looks like he's going to be going for a 10 pool. But when I was playing these games, I was in kind of a grouchy mood, and I was like, dude, fuck it, man, screw ladder, I'm just gonna play a bunch of ladder and just see what happens. So I go on the ladder and I just like lose game after game after game after game just because like I'm terrible at this game. And like I said on my Twitter, StarCraft is like an abusive lover, man, and I have so many bruises, I'm not even kidding. Like, I want to quit it, but you just can't, because there's those moments where you just have these awesome games or you just have a lot of fun, you know, whether it's when you're streaming or playing customs and whatnot, but I just can't quit it. And you bitch, StarCraft, you bitch. But I was in a really grumpy mood during this game, and you're going to kind of see how that affects my play. Looks like he has gone 10 pool, and I'm going to be expanding. Now, not always a good idea to go hatch first in Zerg versus Zerg, especially when it's not a map where you're very likely to scout your opponent. Lucky for me, I was able to scout my opponent. He sent his Overlord the wrong direction. I sent mine the right direction. I'm able to see that pool. I see the pool, and I'm like, whoa, Queen's on the way. And I was thinking, okay, that was probably somewhere between an 8 and 10 pool. Now, what this would normally mean is do not build any drones after your hatchery. When you're at 14 out of 18 after 15 hatching, get your spawning pool. But unfortunately, I saw the pool a bit too late. But look at this, a lot of larva that's not really being used from Broski. Now, this is kind of strange. He's going a 10 pool with speed, but this is causing his larva to stack up, so it's not a very good build at all by any means. I mean, he's going to have speed so much faster, and his queen's going to come out faster, but he's not going to have a lot of lings, and that's really the issue. When I saw this 10 pool and I saw only 4 lings running by, I was like, what's going on? Why doesn't he have 6 lings on the way? Why isn't he rallying tons of lings after that? He probably figures I'm 15 hatching, right? But he didn't, and it was really unusual to me. I didn't really understand it. So he has pulled off gas, and notice he's not making any more drones. So the drone count is now 18 to 10. So this is like the worst 10 pool build I've ever seen, but he's actually going to get quite a lot done with these lings. I mean, this isn't necessary what I'm doing here, pulling off all my drones against 2 lings. And, oh, I am able to catch 1 ling. There we go. This is what you want. You want to pull off about half your drones, a little more than half, and let the others mine away. Otherwise, he'll make use of these lings when he really shouldn't be able to because his build is so clunky. Anyway, catching 2 more lings. My own lings are out now. I need to get some queens, maybe some spines, because at this point I realize he's 10 pulling. I'm on 2 hatches. I probably have more drones than him, which I do indeed. So why not just get tons of queens, tons of spines, and just turtle up? That's really all you have to do at this point. But we're going to see that his speed actually gives him such a big advantage once it finishes. He's just continuing to rally lings. I'm rallying lings as well, but off of 2 hatcheries, and now I figure, okay, well, you know, he lost all his lings. He realizes I have a higher ling count. He's behind. Let me drone up a bit and get a gas. But that's not the case. He's going to keep on linging because his speed is now finished. And I want to build some spines. Oh, canceling that extractor, realizing, you know, this gas is going to do me no good. I really just need to deal with these lings. It's now 20 to 10. So I can, you know, theoretically lose 10 drones and still be in this game as long as, you know, I have some kind of compensation. He's just trying to poke away at my hatch, trying to pick up some drones. And here we go, man. This is just the kind of thing you do when you have speed and your opponent doesn't. My lings are just kind of hanging out. I don't really realize where they are because they got left behind. And he's slowly picking off lings. If we look at units lost, looks like he's actually lost more, but let's ignore that. There we go. Now I've lost more. And he's picking up a couple more lings. And this queen in nice position to not get surrounded too easily by the lings. And 12 more lings on the way for me. But mine don't have speed, so he can just run around infinitely, pick off slow lings just like that. Now he's got an outnumbered ling count up at the top, and sending in more lings to my hatchery down there. Not looking too good. Looks like he is about to outnumber me. But I do have a 3rd queen on the way. This hatchery looks like it is going to go down. If we check out the unit count, it's now 8 lings to 22 lings. But still, remember, that drone count. That drone count it does matter. I mean, I've got 20 drones. Yes, he's doing a lot of damage, but if I can consolidate my defenses and be just fine in my main, the game is definitely not over. even Ling counts now. I've got 3 queens to his 1 queen. And he's still rallying though, still producing lings. 6 more lings on the way, a couple more overlords coming for me. It's now 21 to 33. So despite all those speedlings doing so much damage, I just had more larva production and more drones, really. So now I am throwing down that spine. I'm going to replace that hatchery here. If we check out the units now, it's 17 to 14, but I've got a couple queens helping out. And once the spine gets done, man, he's in big trouble because these queens are going to be able to transfuse that spine forever. And that's going to be pretty sweet. So nothing coming for Broski right now. Looks like he has saved up for a hatchery, which is a bit unusual because he's on 10 harvesters. I can't say it's a very good idea to save up for a hatchery on 10 harvesters, but again, his fast lings able to whittle down my slow lings. I didn't want to bring the queens out because I wanted to keep the wall up here, but the spine has completed, and my queens have plenty of energy to transfuse that thing. The only problem is it is off creep, and I can't really move it, otherwise the lings will just have at it. So I just got to keep an eye on that spine, make sure it stays healed up with these 2 queens with plenty of energy. And now, you know, getting my gas might be a good idea here. Maybe getting another spine, droning up, something like that, because with this spine, my defenses have increased substantially. So that's a good thing. Broski now producing drones, just now producing drones, and at this point in the game, I really have no idea what his drone count is at. So while I am far ahead, double his drone count. I've got my hatchery count up sooner than him. I've got more queens, more spines. Oh no, did not transfuse. I actually misclicked there. I knew I needed to transfuse that spine, not because just because it was being attacked by lings, but because it was off creep. But I completely forgot. I wanted him to be baited into attacking the spine. I specifically remember that. But he attacked it, and then I just kind of fumbled around with my keys, and I wasn't able to transfuse it in time. And that's actually a huge blow to me. I mean, that would have been just easy win had that spine remained, because it's going to be really hard to get another spine up when he's just rallying lings after lings after lings. So I now have 4 queens. Another spine going up, 2 spines going up, it looks like. And now if these spines complete, I should be just fine. Looks like Broski is working on droning himself. It's now 28 to 18, so quite the volatile opening from Broski. He's going crazy with these lings, but it's not a good opening. Please don't copy this opening. Now focusing down that spine, I'm going to cancel it. Now he's going to run by into the main. The problem is I do still have a queen here and more lings than him, so maybe not the best one to run by. It looks like he's able to kill 1 drone, maybe a 2nd drone. He's only, oh my god, he's only killed 1 drone this entire game. Holy shit. That's the first drone he killed the entire game. I never even noticed that, so I guess I get to credit myself a little bit with some nice drone management, except for that one right there. He just went down pretty easily. But, you know, to Broski's credit, he has even the score a little bit. It's now 30 to 36. He's on 1 geyser now, 32 to 33 now. I just put down 3 geysers, it looks like. And now my plan at this point is, you know what, he's probably behind in the economy. I'm just going to spine up a little bit and get a bunch of gas and go mutas. So that was my choice right now. I mean, when I have 3 queens, even just a couple spines, so damn effective. So that's what I'm trying to do at this point. 5 overlords on the way, so much excess money. These gases possibly a bit overdue. Broski, on the other hand, getting his own queen, his 2nd queen, finally getting the 2nd queen, and going for a Baneling nest. Possibly he thinks that I think, okay, the game has slowed down, my opponent isn't sending any more lings at me. Maybe I can catch him off guard with mass ling, Baneling, something like that. And yep, we are seeing some more Zerglings out for Broski. 31 to 46, so I'm droning up like crazy with that extra inject on that natural hatchery. But this could be dangerous. Here comes Broski. Not the best overlord spread. In this situation, you want to have overlord spread all over the map. 1 overlord here, 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 you know, here. Oh, that's not good. God damn it. There we go. You don't want to have one on the replay bar. That's not a good place for an overlord. But I don't have that kind of overlord spread. I just made 5 of them, and they're kind of misrallied. And a good habit that I need to get into is as I train my overlords, like if I press SV and then right-click a place on the map. SV, right-click a place on the map, because that'll tell your overlords to rally where you want them, you know, before they even spawn. And that's just a habit I need to get into. I've started doing it with drones a lot more, but for ZVZ, I need to start doing it with overlords, that's for sure. So the game has calmed down a bit, 29 to 55. Obviously, Broski needs to get something done because he's just so far behind in harvester count. I actually sent out these 2 lings to spread some creep. I didn't think he'd have this many units. Oh, the queen going down. No, the queen has survived. No, transfuse the queen. And here come all the banelings. Oh, and they're going to get by. So many banelings doing so much damage to everything. Actually, they haven't done much damage at all. But these drones, oh, taking so much hits from the banelings. tons of Zerglings in the main. These drones are all so weak. I was able to defend that with the help of all these spines, obviously. But these Zerglings have seen my Spire, and they're destroying so much in my main. It's now 26 to 29, so Broski does manage to even out the score just because of some careless queen control. These drones are lazy motherfuckers. They need to get to working, man. And there's a Roaches, and I'm saying LOL because I cannot believe the types of strategies he's using. Losing control of these queens right here. They're not even paying attention. Trying to get a transfuse on that one up there, but it didn't happen. Transfuse the queens! You're so terrible. Why am I so bad at this game? Oh, I have so much money saved up. If I can get my mutas out, it could be bad for him. He's getting an evolution chamber to respond to that. Gonna throw down a lot of spores, I presume, because that is a lot of gas saved up, man. 10 mutas on the way. Is it gonna be enough? He's continuing to rally links. Why am I not walling off right here? You're so crazy, Psy. How many queens do I have? 2 queens. Man, if I would have walled off just this entire game with 2 queens, it would be so easy. I would be fine. Broski still making Banelings, now running in to vulnerable drones, picking off even more. It's now 21 to 27, but 10 mutas are on the way. Now, a rookie mistake would be to see all these Banelings and be like, oh my god, I need to kill these Banelings with my mutas. But no, you got spine spread right here. You got to wall off with your queens. Go kill your opponent before he gets spores. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Don't worry about overlords. I killed a ton of his army, so he's obviously not going to be supply capped if I kill a couple overlords. Didn't choose to do that. Gonna go for his base. Now, it's 16 to 24, so he's way ahead. And these Banelings have a nice little formation going there. And my object, or my idea here was, I don't need to worry about spores. I need to kill his drones because, you know, obviously I have to take advantage. So I'm going to ignore the spores, screw that, it's going to ignore any queens, and just kill all the drones. Look at this. I've only lost 1 muta, and how many drones have I killed? Like 9 drones, probably 8 or 9 drones. Only losing 1 muta, a few of them are weak. And again, I'm going to do the same thing here. Only a couple queens and 1 spore, 2 spores now. I might lose some mutas, but he's going to lose everything. Look at this. 19 workers killed. He's now down to 7 harvesters, and just like that, just at the cost of, you know, 6 or 7 mutas, oh, he's going to lose all his drones, and now he's going to try to bust into my main. I've got a couple Banelings, or a couple of mutas, and the queens are able to wall off and transfuse, and Broski, I guess, can't believe that happened. Such BS. I was able to transfuse. Oh my god, that was a terrible game for both of us. Terrible game in that Broski's strategy was completely stupid and ridiculous, especially his opening. A terrible game in that I just could not seem to transfuse properly, couldn't seem to manage my links properly, and couldn't seem to wall off like this. And finally, I get a successful wall off at the end as he's trying to bust it down and get a couple transfuses going, and he's not able to get inside the base. These spines are pros, man. Oh my god, look at the kills on these spines. 4, 14, 16, 20. 20 kills on a spine. How often do you see that? 10 kills on this queen, 13 kills on this queen. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a fun ZVZ. Sacrificing mutas willingly to even out the score in drones. He's down to 7, and he realized he just couldn't get it done. My queens and my tech was much better. I had a Roach Warren I could switch to as well. So hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, and